Alright, let's dive into this WNBA controversy that's blowing up online. Picture this, a routine fast break, a split-second foul, and suddenly we are in a firestorm of race, accountability, and social media drama. Yep, that's the DiJonai Carrington Sophie Cunningham clash. But wait, before you pick a side, let's unpack what's really going on here. Because this isn't just about basketball. It's about how we interpret intent, identity, and outrage in 2024. So, Carrington of the Chicago Sky hits Cunningham of the Indiana Fever with a neck-high foul. Instant ejection. Then Carrington posts white privilege on social media. Immediate accusations of racism. But here's the twist, Cunningham says it's not about race. Coaches are split. Fans are confused. And suddenly, the WNBA's got a PR nightmare on its hands. But why does this feel like déjà vu? Because we've seen athletes weaponize race before, and we've seen it dismissed as not about race when it's convenient. What's the line here? Let's break down the foul itself. Cunningham claims it was intentional. Carrington's coach says she was going for the ball. But here's what fascinates me, the language we use to judge these moments. If a black player fouls a white player hard, is the immediate assumption racism? Or do we default to sports are physical? And if a player calls out white privilege afterward, are they making a legitimate systemic critique, or deflecting accountability? This is where the gray zone gets messy. We are trained to see race in every interaction, but does that help us solve anything? Or does it just deepen divides? Now, Cunningham's own history adds fuel. She's the player who publicly opposed transgender inclusion in women's sports, sparking protests. So when she says this has nothing to do with race, does her past activism color how we perceive her stance here? Meanwhile, Carrington's post, what, exactly, was she implying? That Cunningham got preferential treatment because of race? That the league's officiating is biased? Or was it a raw emotional reaction she instantly regretted? Because let's be real, we've all posted something hot-headed in the moment. But in the age of call-out culture, one phrase can become a career landmine. What this boils down to is the paradox of modern sports discourse. On one hand, we demand athletes speak on social issues. On the other, we punish them for speaking ambiguously, or at the wrong time. Carrington's post might have been a genuine cry about systemic inequities, but without context, it becomes a weapon. And Cunningham? She's caught in the crossfire between defending herself as a player and being a lightning rod for culture wars. The WNBA's silence on the memo about transgender policies. That's its own statement. They are trying to balance activism with commercial viability. But can they? Here's my take. This incident exposes how we are ill-equipped to handle nuance in sports. We want clear villains and heroes. But what if this is just two athletes navigating a high-stakes moment, with human flaws amplified by a system that profits from drama? What if the real story isn't the foul itself, but why we are so quick to reduce complex interactions to hashtags? Maybe the bigger question is, when does accountability become exploitation, and who decides? So, what do you think? Was this about race? About accountability? Or about the pressure to perform outrage in the attention economy? Drop your thoughts below, let's see if we can find the gray zones together.